welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make a delicious minced beef, broccoli and cheese. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a delicious beef, broccoli and cheese recipe. So this recipe is really easy to make, and the first thing I've done is I've put a large pan and I'm going to put that onto a high heat on my hob. And I'm going to add oil to the base of that pan, like so. And I'm going to leave the pan to heat up. And while the pan is heating up, I just want to say that if you do enjoy this video and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you have enjoyed this video today, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. All of these things really help me out. So yes, as I said, I'm going to leave the pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 onion to the base of the pan. So I've peeled, sliced and diced 1 whole onion. And as I said, I'm just going to add that to the base of the pan, like so. And I'm going to fry the onion now until it starts to soften and go golden brown on the outside pieces. This dish is brilliant if you want a quick meal in the evening. All the kids should be back to school now. And if you need something really easy but really tasty, then this is a brilliant meal to feed the kids. My son really likes this one. I usually load it up with cheese as well, which is what he really likes. So yeah, it is a deliciously tasty dish that will feed the whole family. So as I said, I'm just going to continue to fry these onions until they start to become soft and golden brown. The next ingredient I'm going to put in is some broccoli. So I've probably taken about 5 or 6 heads of the broccoli, and I've just simply chopped them into tiny little pieces. Now the reason I chop this up so small is because my husband and son aren't great fans of broccoli, I have to be honest, and if I put it in food they don't normally like it too much. But if I chop it up really small then they don't really know it's in there. So yeah, I just chop it up into tiny pieces and then they can't sort of chuck it out either. So I'm just going to continue to fry the broccoli until it starts to soften. The broccoli won't go completely soft, I have to say, but it will soften slightly. You just basically want it to heat through because we'll be cooking this with the mincemeat later on anyway. So yeah, as I said, you just want it to heat through. So I'm just probably going to keep cooking this for a further 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll add the courgette in. The broccoli has started to soften slightly and my pan is getting a little bit too hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add some of the chicken stock in. So I was going to add in later on in the recipe. And this will also hopefully stop the food from sticking to the bottom, but it will also help to soften the broccoli a bit more. Depending on how soft you want the broccoli will depend on how much liquid you want to put in this, I suppose, at this stage, if you want to put any in at all. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a courgette. So I've basically peeled 1 courgette and then I've just simply grated it. And again, the reason I've done that is because my husband and son aren't great vegetable fans. They're not too keen on courgette as well as broccoli, so I've grated it and hopefully they won't really know it's in there. Courgette doesn't really taste it too much. The broccoli's the more worrying part, to be honest. I try not to put too much in, but I still want them to get enough nutrition from it as well. So yeah, the courgette thankfully doesn't taste of too much, so I can add a whole courgette in. You don't have to grate it if you don't want to. You could slice it, but grating it does make the meat a bit more, it gives the meat a bit more texture, I'd say. So I'm just going to continue to fry these now for about a minute or so, and then I will add in the minced beef. The courgette has started to soften beautifully, and actually the courgette has started to soften as well. I left these in here for another minute or so, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the minced beef to this as well, and I'm going to break up the minced beef with my spoon, and I'm going to cook it until it goes a golden brown colour basically. And I'm just going to mix it in with all of the vegetables as well. So I'm just going to continue to break up the minced beef and cook it with the vegetables now. The beef has gone a lovely golden brown colour, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some miso paste to that. So I've got about a teaspoon of miso paste that I'm just going to add to the bottom. I'm going to mix that round, and that will all mix in and give a lot of flavour to the minced beef, the broccoli, courgette and onion as well. So I'm just going to try and make sure that the miso paste is all broken up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 300 mils, or what was 300 mils of chicken stock or bone broth if you've got bone broth to this as well. And I'm going to leave that on the heat to come to the boil again. And I'm also going to add my salt and pepper at this point as well. So salt and pepper to your taste. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. And then I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. My son likes spice, but he doesn't like too much spice. So I try not to add too much pepper, because otherwise he'll say it's too spicy. And I'm just going to leave this on the heat now. It's come to the boil again. So I'm just going to leave this on the heat to simmer away for probably about 30 minutes. And hopefully what will happen is the juice from the meat will flavour all of the ingredients in the dish, and we will get a beautiful juicy minced beef basically. And then at the end I will add the cheese, but I'll show you that when it comes to the end of half an hour. The minced beef has been simmering away for a good half an hour, so now all I'm going to do is just add about 80 grams of cheese in it. So this recipe is to serve 4, so I'm just going to add all of that cheese in, and I'm just going to mix that around until it melts in, and that basically is dinner done. You can serve this with rice, or you could serve it with couscous. I'm going to be serving it with some garlic and cheese scones, because my husband and son quite like those, and there's extra cheese there as well. They love cheese, so they'll enjoy those with it. But yeah, as I said, you could even serve this with just a slice of bread if you wanted to, or potatoes as well would be good. Anything really. So yeah, that is our dinner done. That's how you make my delicious minced beef, broccoli and cheese, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.